Hello, everyone. Welcome. It's Wednesday night, and guess what? You're welcome, Wayward Gamers, to the Emporium. I am Jay, your GM, your host, also known as Neophyte3 on the socials. And I'm probably a little low right now because I was trying to be a nice, calming introduction because it's gonna get chaotic soon. It's the stress is gonna get good. I got some stuff planned. Because we are 2 episodes away from our season finale for season 1, which is tonight, and then August 10th will be the season finale, season 1 finale. Then we'll be back. But lots of stuff to get in, lots of stuff to get going, lots of shared information. Thank you for joining us. But enough about me, enough about this right now. We need to introduce our wonderful and talented players that are sitting at the virtual table with me. Jeff, how are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well, Jay. How are you this evening?
I'm doing well. Long time no see.
I know. It feels like it's been since Sunday.
Yes. Very much so.
Well, I'm Jeff. I'm playing Arivo Starborn. He is our resident wizard and pacifist and know-it-all and bookworm and kid brother to everyone except Glastoc, who doesn't seem to know what to do with him.
Nope.
Well, teenage son is what he is.
I do like you added know-it-all. So
It's
true.
It's an interesting add-in. Yes, it's good. Thank you so much, Jeff. Jim, how are you doing today?
I'm here.
You're
a
here,
little under the weather, but
we thank you for joining us.
I love this group so much. There was no way I could miss, especially when we've only got 2 episodes left. So I have Jim Hawkmere1 on Twitter, and I am playing Glastoc Steelcloak, the group's dwarvish. Well, let's just get it out there. Everybody knows he's a sorcerer, but he acts like he's a fighter. So yeah.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Carrie, how are you doing?
Hello, I am awesome. I am Carrie, and tonight I am playing Brynn. I can be found on the socials. I'm just Carrie Schultens on all of them, even on Twitter. I am at Carrie Schultens. I also play on Mini Terrain Domain on Monday nights. I play in Scribes and Scrolls, the Candlekeep Mysteries, which is a hoot and a half. But of course, on certain Wednesday nights, I'm here in the Emporium, and I am very happy to be here.
Excellent.
Yay.
Thank you so much. Awesome. So everyone, I'm a little distracted because I got some other stuff, some secret stuff going on at the same time of all this wonderful stuff.
So many secrets.
Secrets. Now there I can do my Yoda voice. There it is. I couldn't do Yoda on Sunday, but now I can. Ooh, the force is strong. Okay, there we go. That's what I need to do. All right.
It's happened.
Anyways, where we left our intrepid players, our characters, they had just returned to Saltmarsh. They got some magic items, magic ring. There's Avero got his magic hat. And
Thank God for that hat.
Really? Jeez.
Yeah, pretty much. And then
we need character art of Avero wearing his hat now, though.
Yes, that's so true.
And so I
bet we can get it.
we would it would be one of those things. So I'll have to look into that one too. But as we left off, the afternoon, it was the late morning, early afternoon on some stuff. Brynn went to take care of some personal business. Glastoc was going back to the tavern to get ready because he's got a date tonight.
Ooh!
Yeah, there was some good flirtation going on. And thanks to Pepper and our wonderful fairy cleric provided some intoxicating scent for him that helped seal the deal with the date charm on the date.
Yes.
It was perfect. Perfect. Hashtag fun for Avery.
Yes. Fun size Averill.
Fun size
Fun
Avery.
size Averill.
And I
Bless her
can't
heart.
talk. Bless her heart. Excuse me. And then Averill went to the temple because, well, he's wanted to go to the library and do a whole bunch of stuff. So today we're going to pick up a few different things. But I think we're going to start with, actually, Glastoc or Brynn? Who wants to start it off?
Ladies first.
Sure. Don't have to twist my arm. I'll be the
Okay.
opening act. Listen, the opening act is never as good as the one after.
I'm just
so-
surprised you didn't say something along the lines of, well, she's not much of a lady, but you know.
Well, you know, hey, sometimes you swing and miss. What do you want?
All right. So, man, that drink went down wrong. Anyway, so Brynn, you indicated that you were going to go to find a spot to kind of out of the prying eyes of normal, everyday things. I'm assuming a second floor rooftop possibly to get a good, because you're first looking at the wine distillery of the office, and in the second floor office you can see Tobias Ambermead doing his normal day in the afternoon. You're kind of getting the idea, and on this particular day you watch him for hours during the day. You're getting a good look, and early about 4 o'clock he leaves and goes to his manor, which you don't know, which you're gonna follow him.
Yes.
Can I get a stealth check, please?
Yeah, sure thing. Sure thing. 12?
12. As it's not great, but there's a lot. Actually, roll advantage because there's a lot of people here.
Oh, okay. 17.
That's much better. So over the course of time, you thought you got seen, but you kind of did that turn around and you're kind of looking, and all you can see is the back of his hair, and then kind of goes around, and he stops at a shop or two, and he eventually makes his way back to his manor. And it's a small manor. There's really not any courtyards or anything else. It's more of a kind of a nice house with very, very small yard in the back. He has his servant that is kind of an assistant that's kind of helping him, but he does have one bodyguard that that is kind of helping him. So he's got like a home butler, and then his assistant was doing more work at the office. So as you were over the course of you find a good spot. Give me one more stealth check, please, to find a good spot.
Okay. Do I get advantage on this one too, or no?
Yeah, we'll give you.
Just got to put all my eggs in this basket.
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Oh, well, that is much better. That is a 25.
Yeah, you
There
find
we
the
go.
perfect spot, and you are just watching, getting the lay of the lands, getting it all times, and it's starting to get dark. It's that 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. It's been a few hours, starting to get dark. About 7:30. Sun's kind of goes down. All the lanterns kind of come up, and then at about 8 o'clock, you notice something. You find the right time. But we're going to pause right there because there might be something else that might happen. And we're going to go to Glastoc.
What?
Yes.
What a bastard.
I'm a bastard.
How dare you steal my limelight, you prick.
Like I said, there might be a time-sensitive issue on this one, but we'll see.
Okay.
Glastoc, what does he do in the afternoon? He's got this date, and it was set for like 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock at a restaurant. She was going to send you a note to kind of let you know, to make sure what time things were.
Right. Well, yeah, we'd set a time at like 7, I believe.
Okay, it was 7 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah. So, and she picked I had her pick the
Yep,
restaurant.
and she picked a restaurant, and
right.
And it was kind of towards the curio shop because she said you got the impression she had a client that she was gonna kind of finish up and then make get ready and stuff like that. During the afternoon, is he doing anything special? Or once he gets back to the tavern, is because he's got Rocky with him. So
Right. Yeah. So the first thing is get Rocky's box up on the roof.
Yep.
So that he gets taken care of, in case he comes out.
And the order of meat from the butcher has arrived as well.
Okay.
So no problem.
All right. Yeah, I'll bring that up, but I'm not gonna open it up. I'm gonna finish getting ready and stuff, and then I'm actually if I have time, is there I know Radix is close enough.
Mm-hmm.
I want to get somewhere where I can find some better clothing to wear.
Okay. And I'm assuming you're going to do this in the afternoon or like late afternoon. So
right.
You got plenty of time. So yeah, you can get to Radix and no problem. Radix got some decent clothes. Now, if you're looking for fancy clothes.
No. Nothing too fancy.
Yeah. So you get.
But I do want, because I don't have any leather armor. I want to get like a leather cuirass that I could wear underneath, so I have some armor.
Okay. Yeah, not a problem. You'll be able.
And I'm okay. I just don't want to wear my full.
No. Yeah. You want to look nice, but you want to be. You're also in that protective state.
Right.
For the levity, we're gonna do a little bit of role play, but we're gonna kind of scheme over because there's a lot to get to tonight.
Okay.
So.
But that's the content we want.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
want to see the rom-com.
Okay.
Oh, actually, let me ask you as the GM.
Yeah.
Can I wear a chain shirt under regular clothes?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Just a chain shirt.
Yeah.
Just a chain shirt. Yeah.
Kind
little bits of chest hair sticking.
Not that kind of chain shirt, Jeff.
Sorry,
so actually,
not.
we're going to do this. You get to Radix. Radix is kind of helping some other people and stuff like that. And so Radix is going, well, he's like, oh, Glastoc, you're back already. What's this good? What can I help you now, my matey?
My good friend Radix. Listen, I have a very important meeting tonight, but I don't want to go, in full war gear mode here. So if you do you have possibly a nice dwarvish chain shirt that I could wear? And I want a decent set of clothes that I can wear over. I just basically don't want to look like I'm looking for a fight, but I want to be prepared in case there is one.
So something that you want to be able to go out in the out in public, but not look like you got ammo on or something like that, right?
Exactly.
Well, I don't have any dwarven chain shots. I've got chain shots.
Yeah.
And
I'd take an elvish one, but let's not.
I do
common knowledge.
I try not to dampen into my hands into that area, but
they tend not to make them broad enough for
pretty much
guys like us,
But I've got a few selections over here, and talk, finish up back there, then you can go home. Oh, wait a minute! No, wait a minute! You make sure the delivery's going. He's kind of yelling back at and he's like, okay, so I got A, B, and C. C, quality's okay. It's probably a little bit tighter, but B, I would recommend B, but it's a few extra gold.
What about A?
We have so much gold.
It's only 170.
Oh.
That's
because a chain shirt is normally 150.
Right.
Yeah. Like, why don't I like 170?
You know what? Because I'm in a rush and I know you wouldn't steer me wrong and stuff. I'll take the one you're recommending.
All right, here they go. Do you need anything else? What kind of meeting do you have? I mean, is it a social event or is we looking at?
It's more social, but just in case
you at a social event.
It turns into a little more my kind of business. I want to be ready.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, no problem. And he sets you up and so I gotta ask, where are you going to? Where's the meeting? I'm interested. You got me curious.
Oh, it's a dinner meeting, and I tell them the name of the restaurant. Yeah.
And you just hear this just stone cold look with a little eyebrow, like a dinner meeting at Chez Monet.
Yes.
Yep, you're gonna need that armor.
Yeah.
Proud of you, boy. Proud of you, son. All right. Have a good time. Be safe.
Okay. All right.
He-
So
he
so
slips
for
him some
the
condoms.
so-
On the house.
No, he's just he knows
So
him, but
for
no, no,
the-
no.
so for the armor and a change of clothes, how much?
175.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm probably getting ripped off here, but that's all right.
Glastock's committed.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Gotta commit to the bit, you know.
Mhm,
There
mhm.
may
So-
have been an insight check that failed, but
That's fine.
so you get back, and
Right.
I want to say it's about maybe 4:30, 4:45 ish at that
Okay.
time. And as you kind of come in, as you're coming back in, one of the barmaids and it says, "Oh, Mr. Glastoc, there's I've got a note for you. I got a note for you.
Well, thank you, dear.
Yeah. What is it? What was her name again? What was it? Castelline? No. The curio chef assistant.
Oh, okay.
Castelline or Castelline or Cassandra. Cassandra, that's it. Cassandra. She dropped a note off for you and told me to
Perfect.
give it to you right away.
Thank you, dear.
You're
And
welcome.
I take the note and open it up.
And it basically says, my dearest Glastoc, I hope this isn't too boisterous. My client finished early, and I'm hoping to start our dinner earlier. I picked a restaurant closer to you in case you had some other business, but I'll be at the restaurant about 6 p.m. And she names the restaurant, and it's and the address says, I hope you can join me when you can. Looking forward to it. Good night. Or see you soon.
So it's 6 now. All right. But it's closer. Okay. So before I go and change,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go back up to the roof with the meat delivery and knock on Rocky's door.
Okay. A minute or about I'd say about a minute later, you hear this click.
Say, Rocky, I
Yeah.
said, here, I've got your daily food delivery for you.
Thank you. It looks tasty.
And a surprise.
So-
And I hold up the ring.
Is that the magic item?
Yes, this is your invisibility ring.
Oh, this looks so nice.
Oh.
And so I hand it to him. I said, and I have a favor to ask of you.
What's that?
So the gold that we got from Ambermead.
Yes. That
No, no,
you
no,
you
I'm
you store.
I'm talking to Jay about.
Oh,
this.
okay. Sorry. Clarification.
Sorry.
Okay. Jim. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So we didn't store that in Rocky's cave.
I-
I've been carrying it.
Okay. Okay. I thought you were potentially storing in there with the specific, not explaining that it was just being stored in there for now. But if you wanted to hold on to it, that's fine too.
Yeah. Well,
fine.
okay. Well, I mean, if it was in there,
I mean,
yeah,
actually,
I think we clarified that in the future, if we were sending stuff in there, it was going to be for storage.
Yeah.
And we would tell him when it was. But I don't think we ever said that was actually going in there.
Okay.
So now this is a clarification to Jay.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Ambermead's money,
Technically, yes.
which has his scent on it.
Technically, yes.
So I
Possibly.
said, Rocky, possibly. I said, can you find the person who this belonged to? And I have him try to pick up the scent.
You want me to pick scent up and track scent?
Yes.
I'm not. I can do a little bit. I will try my best.
Okay.
But do you want me to find tonight?
Potentially.
What do you want me to do?
This person that this money came from hurt a friend of ours.
Mm, that's not good.
No, it's not.
Mm. I wouldn't. What if I have multiple scents?
Well, if you can't isolate or figure out exactly who it is, God damn it. See, this is one of those things where I wish we had something more specific. Oh,
Like a
No.
bloody rag. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's somebody else.
yeah.
All right.
I know took a bottle of his wine before we left, but I don't know if I've drank it or not yet.
You gave it to a Vero
Yeah.
Oh.
because you're like, here you go.
Oh.
Because Vero said, "Why we could gift it to someone." You're like, here you go.
That's right. Okay, never mind. All right.
Wow, dude. Side note, real quick. Props to all three of you and your encyclopedic knowledge of this game. I do my best, but my God, you guys are incredible. You're like Wikipedia pages, all three of
Yeah.
you.
Well, thank you.
The
So
gold star.
so if you can find the person
Mm.
that was the original owner of this money, when you find out where he is, can you come back and let us know?
I do my best.
Okay, that's all I'm asking.
I
And
will,
I hand him the
I will
I
wait
hand him
until
the ring.
I will wait until dark.
Oh yeah, no, I want you to wait until dark. You'll be invisible, but you have to remember,
Invisible.
yeah, you're only invisible until you do something like if you are out hunting and you actually go after what it is that you're hunting, that's when you'll become visible. And then yeah, so he keeps slipping it on and
No, he's
oh,
actually he's trying to figure out what finger to put it on.
oh, okay. Well, the thing is
So
I
cute. Oh my
I think
God.
he has to attune to it though. So he's
Yeah.
probably going to have to
Mm.
it's going to take a little bit of time.
Okay, and he's
That was
listen-
part of the reason why I wanted to give
Isn't
it to
he
him
gonna
early.
outgrow it because he grows so fast?
No, it'll grow with
It'll
him.
grow with him. Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
cool.
that's handy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's neat.
So he will. Is it engraved at all or anything like that?
No.
Okay. All right. So
I would
he's
assume it's just a plain band.
okay. So he's like he's gonna go in. He's going okay. He's gonna go inside and attune to it. Now the
Okay.
light. I got to double check the attune if it's a 24-hour or if it's a short rest or if it's a long rest type situation.
I'm actually looking it up.
Okay,
right now.
thank you. So yeah, we'll figure that out. So he'll go back in and he'll wait till dark to go out and do. So he may or may not be invisible tonight. So depending on, but at least for sure after tonight, he'll be invisible. And then
Yeah, it does require attunement,
Okay.
but the rules on attunement are, I think he just has to spend a short rest with it.
okay,
So if he has a couple of hours, he should be fine.
okay. I'll double check. Yeah, it sounds like something like that. So I'll
Yeah.
figure that out in the course of that. So hence that might be affecting someone else's storyline at 8 o'clock. GM did not plan that, did he?
I don't know.
So, as you get, so then it's, early 5, Glastoc gets ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Attuning to an item requires a creature to spend a short rest focused on only that item while being in physical contact with it.
Okay. All right. So it's just a short rest time. Okay.
Yeah.
He'll figure something out. He may, like I said, he might get distracted because he's got to eat and all that other
Yeah.
good stuff. So who knows by that.
And he's got to learn a new language from Squirtle, probably.
Yeah,
He's
he's
got-
got a lot on his plate right now.
Definitely has got a lot on his plate right now. So, well, like I said, by tomorrow morning, it will be attuned for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
So I can guarantee that.
He's got a couple of hours beforehand. So,
So then what else is Glastoc doing? He's getting ready.
just gets himself all ready, puts on the chain shirt, puts his new clothes over it.
Does he put on the scent that Pepper gave him?
Probably.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he does.
Nice. So musky and manly.
Yeah, he probably does that thing where you like spray it in the air and then you kind of waft it.
You
towards
walk
yourself.
through it. That's how you're supposed to do it. 100%. It's good stuff.
Doesn't want to
Never know.
smell. Doesn't want to do the 8th grade Axe body spray.
Oh,
Vax.
God.
No Axe body sprays there.
Dude, it's back to school season. Don't even talk to me. Oh my God. Smells like Teen Spirit.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, he just gets himself all set, and I'm not gonna take my shield, but I am bringing the battle axe.
Okay.
No self-respecting dwarf would be seen without one.
Well, exactly. The shield, at least, Yeah.
Okay. So you start going to dinner.
Yeah.
And it, like I said, you get there right at 6 o'clock, right before 6 o'clock, something along those lines.
Yeah.
Okay. And as you get to the front of the restaurant, it's a seafood restaurant. It's, like I said, about 2 blocks away, so you're able to get there. It's a nice restaurant. It's not a very fancy restaurant, but it's a decent. You know that the Chamonix that you were going to was a fancier restaurant than this one, but like I said, it seems nice. The maitre d's there. You kind of come up. He's like,
Is this Shay Grumdar?
This is Shay Grumdar. Yes, this is Shay Grumdar.
Amazing.
For those that missed it, check out Sunday his VOD on Star Wars and the Grundar Cantina.
Amazing.
Damn it, Joe.
So the Shay Grundar. So the individual comes up and is like, yes, can I help you?
Yeah, I am meeting someone here for dinner, 6 o'clock tonight.
Name?
My last name, Steelcloak.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, please. Yep. Please follow me. And she the hostess kind of escorts you kind of to the back corner, dark, little candlelight, a little bit more, a little bit more private.
More private.
Yeah, private, but public. It's kind of in that corner booth area.
Yes.
There's some vines and a little mood lighting, and there's like
The opposite corner from the stage.
Yeah.
Booth. Corner booth.
And sitting there, you see Missa or Misha. She's there.
Misha, yeah.
Miss Misha, she's there. She's like, she kind of sees you and gets this big smile at you for a second, and you she's kind of like, well, hello. It's good to see you.
As I'm approaching,
Yes.
Jay.
Yep.
I use prestidigitation, and it says I can create it says an odd odor, but can I create the scent that Avril's character gave me?
Yeah.
And kind of like send it that way. So she knows I'm coming from smell first.
Your smell precedes you, Glastoc.
Exactly.
Dude, that's too much. That's too much.
She's
Too much smell.
Oh, she's like, she gets that whiff for the second, and she even's like, she's kind of looks at you like, oh, isn't that wow? Oh, okay.
Message received.
Okay. So as you are, as you kind of sit down, she greets you and
Well, as I'm sitting down, I'll reach down and I'll grab her hand and I'll kiss it and say, "Oh, I'm so glad that our meeting got moved up. I couldn't wait to see you again."
Yes, my client got done early, and I just couldn't wait to see you. And I was looking for this exciting dinner. Yes, and she kind of starts in about asking you how your day was and things like that.
Okay, and just the normal small chit chat stuff.
Yeah, dinner chats, things of that nature. How's it going? What adventures you've been on. So it's bottle of wine comes. You order your appetizers. So it's definitely, it's going well, I would say.
Okay.
And I would say
she's scooted closer.
Yeah,
100%. It's a continuous booth. Like the corner.
Not yet. Not yet. She
Oh.
doesn't get.
Oh.
She's kind of. It's the first date. Come on. She's. You know.
Okay. Leave room for Jesus, Glastoc.
Yep. So she is. So conversations, and I would say it's a good 7:30. You know, your appetite. It's a long dinner. So like appetizers takes a half hour to an hour.
Is it one of those places that like it's where you can like, instead of just like the individual items, they actually have like a course meal, like you just you know, it's like
I'll say yes.
this course, okay.
Yeah, and it's a long. It's like a 4-hour dinner.
Right, and but see, when we're talking about what we're going to order, I'm going to automatically suggest that.
Okay. All right.
It's because then we have more time to talk and get to know each other.
That's exactly. And she's asking more of you than anything else about you and learning about you and just that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're gonna cut there because it's about 7:45 right now. We're gonna cut there. We're gonna go to Arivo.
Are we?
Yeah, we're gonna go to Arivo, but we're gonna time jump a little bit to Arivo. You're at the library because you went to the library. You were doing a whole bunch of research. The librarian, you got to see the librarian. You didn't get
all.
You just got to see her. She was busy. She recognized you and did a wave at you. But it wasn't enough that she could talk to you or anything like that. There's still a lot of things going on in the library, but you're doing your research. You're doing a whole bunch.
He's copying spells into his spell book.
Time gets away from you a little bit, and you realize about 6 p.m. It's like, oh, it's dinner time. And you're packing up, and you're getting ready for dinner. And as you're kind of going down, one of the acolytes, Hurley, is just running around as you like get up from the library. She's like running, like in search of someone with something. She's running around, and then she sees you, and she's running right up to right up to you, Mr. Arivo. Message, important message.
Thank you. And he pulls out a gold and tips.
Thank you. And she
opens it and reads.
It's from the handwriting's not familiar, but it's enough. There's at first it just says Arivo. This is Krimmel, your sister Mira's group mate. She's been injured and is in need of you and wishes to see you. Please come to as soon as possible. And then scribbling on there, you just kind of see just this little kind of like Arivo, and you in kind of that dash Mira. So what do you do?
He runs back to the Wicked Goat to find Glastoc and Brynn.
Because you're actually like halfway between where they are and you're up there. So to go up, it's going to be like over a half hour to go up. And
so he pulls out his stationery of sending and he writes a note.
Okay.
He writes a note to Glastoc and Brynn saying, Mari has been injured. I am going to the place where she is. He writes down where it is.
Okay. Now, based off of what you said earlier, I'm going to modify this just slightly based off a conversation we had earlier, but pretty much that same premise. So you send off the sending. Okay, it sends off. And you run down to the inn that you were shared with. Yes, the GM is purposely not sharing which inn it is.
Great.
God. There's layers.
There's layers. You get into the tavern. Avero's kind of like, based off our conversation, you look over and
Frantically asking.
and the barmaid kind of points up the stairs and says, last door on the right. Avero running up frantically up to the door, knocking on the door. The door opens and there is a human fighter, large. It looks like the same armor that one of your sister's crew members was wearing when you first met them. Kind of opens up the door and then opens up to kind of see who it is. Kind of sees you and then opens up the door further. And what you can see further in the other is your sister Mira laying on the bed with no armor. Mari laying on the bed with wraps around her chest like cloth, and it's like all blood stained and bloody, as if she was bit by something large and critted her and sunk in. And she is just lying on the bed, and she kind of turns over you and kind of reaches out for you slightly.
And he runs over. Mari, oh no, Mari, I'm so sorry. Was it the dragon? I told you not to go to the dragon. I knew this was going to happen. This is why adventuring is a terrible idea. Mari, this is why you shouldn't do this.
Avero. And that's where we're going to cut. And we're going to come back.
Oh my God.
To Brynn.
Okay.
So you're sitting there and you're waiting. It's about 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
You find your opening.
Okay.
You can sneak in the back, get up to the second floor, sneak in, no problem.
Okay.
You've scoped it out.
Before Brynn would go, she has like a hood that she would pull up. She has like a cowl that she would pull up over her face. And then she goes and she is looking specifically for Amber Mead's room.
All right. Give me one stealth check, and then it is an investigation, or what's to lockpick a room again? It's
Probably sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Yeah.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, please.
Okay.
Your
Sleight
stealth
of hand or stealth or both.
I need a stealth check with advantage first, please, and then a sleight of hand check.
Okay. Stealth check is a 21.
Yeah, no problem at all. Yeah, you are making your way. You've been scoped out this area. You know exactly where the shadows are, where you're climbing, stuff like that.
Sleight of hand is a 15.
Still good enough. I mean, it's second floor. They don't really lock it too well, but you know, he thinks so much of himself that he really doesn't. You know, he's got
No one would dare try to sneak into my
Exactly.
second floor.
He's got a guard downstairs. Who would do that?
Yeah. 100%.
So you open the door, and this is to to his bedroom. He's not in there right now, but he's kind of in the lounge, just off the bedroom, like front entryway.
And he's got really tasteless art that like you can
Oh,
tell
it's
people
totally
think is like
reproduction. Yeah.
super swank, but it's just garbage.
Yep.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yep.
So do I get the sense that this room is like private? Is this like, is that door that I came in the only way in or out?
So the balcony is one way, and then the door out into the hallway is the only way in and out. Yes.
Okay. And he is not in this room right now.
Nope. He's in down, like out the door to the left down the hallway. There's another, like a lounge area, and he's there by the fire.
Brynn would.
And he's looking outside, so his back's going to be to you.
Okay. This lounge that he's in, is that kind of cut off? Is there only one way in or out of that?
There's one the hallway door that's kind of is slightly opened, but then there's a balcony that looks over like the main street.
Okay. So if I were to shut this door, okay, basically what I want to do, I want to shut the door, and I want to do that thing that you see in movies where they like jam a chair up underneath the knob.
Yep.
And Brynn does this like very quietly, as quietly as she can.
We're gonna those rolls. Yeah, we're gonna combine everything. Okay. So yeah.
And Brynn would kind of walk up very slowly behind him
Mhm.
as he's just looking out.
He's reading something, drinking. He's kind of looking out, enjoying the fire, just
Mhm.
not paying attention because I rolled crap on his perception.
Mhm.
Crap on
And
his perception.
good. And what Brynn would do ultimately is she would get right up behind him
Mm-hmm.
and she would like clap a hand over his mouth and she would like really hard, like, she needs to keep him still. And she just says, "You have made a terrible mistake." And she would just beat his ass. She would just absolutely start wailing on him. And in moments of, she's just kind of, up till this point, she's sort of been like maintaining this like staid, stoic focus.
Mm-hmm.
And you see that she has entirely lost it. And throughout this attack, she is just saying things like, "So is that your game? You like getting girls pregnant and then putting them out on the street with no aid whatsoever?" And just boom, boom, boom. And then it's like, "Yeah, when she said anything, you took her off, you tried to have her killed, huh?" Boom, boom, boom. And it's, Brynn has like tears coming down her face and is just kicking him and hitting him. And it's as the audience member, I would imagine after a time it's almost uncomfortable.
Yeah. And it's
yeah.
yeah, and it's he's trying to put up a fight, but he's not a fighter. And after the first few, he's just, there's not much he can do. And he offers, wealth. He's offering like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And then he realizes potentially what it is about. He's offering, but you're just, it's and it goes on. And we're gonna fade to black in this part because it's not a good scene. And it's gonna be and I get the impression it's a good 30 plus minutes that this goes on for.
Jeez.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's going to leave a lasting impression, needless to say.
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
And it is
Yeah,
definitely going to
that'll leave a mark.
Which brings up, is there anything else that besides this that you're going to do here or to this Abermeen?
Ultimately, Brynn would threaten that if anything, if she doesn't show up again, unharmed, relatively unharmed, that Brynn would be back.
And he
And
kind of
that's it.
chuckles and is like, "It's hard because she's just, if they did their job, I won't hear from her again."
And that's where, Brynn's eyes just ignite. And I assume pretty soon after that is where we fade to black.
Yep.
Because it's
Is he going to live? Okay.
Take his tongue.
Oh my God. No, I won't do that. I want him to frickin' tell people about this. I want him to be forced to explain what happened to him, essentially. Like,
But he's got like all his fingers are broken.
Yeah, he's gonna be messed up.
Yep.
He's gonna be messed up for a while.
It's one of those.
Ultimately, when Brynn eventually, he probably has staff that would be coming to check or maybe hear something, and Brynn just out the balcony and into the night.
Ooh.
I need to make a quick roll because Rocky.
Okay. Alrighty. Well,
let's see. What does Rocky get on his
look
survival
away.
test?
You're too young to see this.
Okay. Yeah. I gotta do a quick I gotta do another quick roll here. All right. And it shouldn't be that. Okay. Something's wrong with roll 20. Okay, there we go. All right. So after you leave, what does Brynn do?
Brynn would kind of so she's probably kind of a mess. But she has planned to do this
Mhm.
for a bit. She would go back
Clean.
down to the river
Mhm.
where she met up with fake Lando Calrissian that one
Oh
time.
yes. Yep.
Leto, that's his name.
Fake
Sorry.
Lando Calrissian.
That's what he is.
That's what he is.
100% what he is.
Yeah.
Dragon Daddy, hello.
Dragon Daddy. Yeah, it's
100%. She has a change of clothes
Oh yeah.
stashed under this bridge.
You planned this. You had all day to plan this. It was all set, not a problem. In and out.
And yeah, she would change her clothes. She
Mhm.
would throw her old clothes like into the river, which she presumes will either be bloodless or just gone.
Okay.
And then she just kind of makes her way back to the Wicked Goat.
Okay.
And she will want a hot bath.
Okay. I would say it's about 9 by the time you get about 9:30, 10 o'clock. Actually, because you got to go down. It's more like 10 o'clock right now.
Gotcha.
As you get back.
So a hot bath and liquor.
So as you're getting to the, we're going to pick up as you get to the Wicked Goat about a little before 10. We're going to say a little before 10, you get back at the Wicked Goat, and that's where we're going to cut, and we're going to kind of go off to the next scene. Glastoc, your dinner's going well.
Now, during this time, I've gotten the message from Aviro, right?
So here's the thing. No.
Oh, okay.
Because
magical mishap.
Because as a GM, I'm taking the first words that he said.
Okay.
And the first words were not Glastoc and Brynn. The first words were the Wicked Goat.
Oh, okay.
So the message is waiting for you at the Wicked Goat.
Okay.
So sorry, Jeff, but that was our initial conversation. And I was very, very specific, and you said Wicked Goat. You didn't say Glastoc or Brynn. So that's where we're doing a little, because we've gone a little behind the scenes just to kind of prep some of this up, and that's why.
Gotcha. That's fair. That's fair.
So,
that's fair.
Kitty. So
I just realized Jeff and I are in the wrong panels.
Oh, you are, aren't you?
Are we?
You've probably been in the wrong panels all night, and I didn't pay attention.
Well, we obviously have been, because usually I'm on the bottom, and I don't know why it didn't click. So
it's just one of those things. I wasn't,
and I don't have the feed up.
I wasn't paying attention. I was getting a lot of other things going because I had.
Sorry for you.
You've had a lot of moving parts tonight. Yes. I forgive you.
Totally.
Some of that stuff was also the secret stuff that was going on.
There we
with
go.
The Vero. So
lots of secret stuff.
A lot of secret stuff.
There we go.
So, Glastoc, your dinner's going well. It's the timing is. You're having, it seems to have some good conversation. She like I said, she's focusing on you, learning as much as she can about you. She just kind of briefly talks about the curio shop, and it's just this, and some magic items and she and things like that. So dinner comes, she eats, all that good stuff. She laughs at you. She's making you feel warm. She's indicating that she's having a good time. At about 9:30, about 9:45, about 9:30 to 9:40 in the evening. Towards it's like I said, dessert's finishing up, and it's getting close to the dessert, and she's kind of enjoying it, and she's kind of looks like she's like, This was so lovely. You seem like a very nice and charming fellow.
Oh, thank you. I try.
And I almost kind of feel sorry to have done this to you. In a different situation, I almost would have been interested in learning more about you. But alas, my job has been complete. For I'm not Lady Misha. I'm just a paid performer impersonating Miss Misha. Oh, don't worry. She's quite all right. She received a letter a timely note earlier asking for her expertise. So don't worry, she's not hurt by any means. In fact, about the same time you received the note to meet me, you here. Well coordinated, I must say. Impressive. Now, if you're thinking of doing or telling me who hired you, I'm not going to. If you're going to cause a scene or make me tell you or anything like that in front of all these wonderful people that we're still in the back corner, but you wouldn't want me to make a scene, would you?
Nope.
And if you make a scene, the city guard will come and you wouldn't want to be in jail because that would just be difficult. But I guess what I'm trying to tell you is thank you for a lovely evening. And what was that? Oh, yes. Something's waiting for you back at your inn. Have a lovely night. And thank you again for the dinner.
So she gets up and starts walking away.
No, she just sits there. She's waiting
Oh,
for
okay.
you to leave.
And she does
Oh,
not
she's
pay
waiting
for
me
her
for me.
half.
Um,
Rude. Oh my god.
so as Glastoc gets up, he's just got this look on his face, and he'll bow to her. And is there a? She obviously used a napkin during the meal, correct?
Yeah.
I want to like as I'm getting up, I want to like pull.
Sleight of hand. You want to grab something like a napkin or something
Well,
from her? Or?
Well, what I want to do is I want to pull the tablecloth so that it causes the drinks to spill as a distraction, and then try to grab the.
Okay, sure. Give me a sleight of hand. Actually, give me a deception check first. I feel like a deception check first, and to give that distraction. And depending on that, you'd get advantage on your sleight of hand.
Okay. Oh, damn it! I had a 21 and it turned into a 7.
Okay, so you're making you definitely can still make the sleight of hand straight up. So no worries.
Nice. Good.
You just don't get advantage.
Yeah, you just don't get the advantage.
Oh,
so as you try to grab it, she realizes what you're doing and she snags it from under your hand. It goes, nice try.
Oh, I hate her. I hate her.
And the thing that you notice at the moment too, her eyes kind of like change, like almost as if her eyelids, instead of going up and down, went across for a second.
Oh,
she's a
no.
changeling or whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Damn it. All right. So I'll just walk out at this point.
Okay. And you head to the Wicked Goat.
Yeah.
And Brynn, as you enter the Wicked Goat, there's this note just floating in midair. And the owner's
just like,
and the owner's like, and there's Brynn and Glastoc. It says the Wicked Goat, and it says Arivo at the bottom of this envelope. So on the envelope,
it would say Brynn and Glastoc on the outside of it.
Yes. Okay.
Care of the Wicked Goat. Yeah, like
ATTN.
I would say it would say the Wicked Goat care of that, and then the thing is, it's sealed. It's got a nice seal on it, like the wax seal, and it's got an A on the seal.
Oh, which okay.
So you break the seal and it opens up, and from the earlier conversation that Arivo mentioned about, hey, my sister is here, I went to the Horned and Mouth Inn.
You told me it was the Hoof and
the
Mouth
Hoof and Mouth.
Inn.
Excuse me, the Hoof and Mouth Inn. Sorry, that's my brain. So the Hoof and Mouth Inn, which is number 26 on the map, which is about halfway down.
Also gross. Do you know what Hoof and Mouth is? Who names their tavern that?
Listen, we are at the Wicked Goat right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Alrighty.
So it's a tavern inn, and it basically is how it said is his sister's injured. He went there, letting you know. And about this time, Glastoc, you enter the tavern.
Okay. Just as Bryn's reading the note.
Yep.
Oh, hey, Glastoc, how was your date?
Yeah, we need to talk.
It went that well.
No, it went that poorly.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Did she not like the fragrance Peppa gave you?
Oh, it had nothing to do with the fragrance. I was set up.
Set up for what? Did you get catfished?
I'm not, well, yeah, kind of. Let's just say that there was an impersonator there and I wasn't able to tell the entire time.
Ooh, that's
And
too bad.
now I'm wondering why.
Oh. Not to pile on, but Vero's sister got hurt, I guess. She's injured. They went to and I already forgot the name of the freaking tavern.
Hoof
where
and
they're-
mouth.
Hoof and
Hoof and
mouth.
mouth. How
The
can you
hoof and
forget
mouth.
hoof and mouth?
Sorry, I was focused on something else. The hoof and mouth. They're at the hoof and mouth. I guess Aviro is probably there. We should
Yeah,
probably go.
let me go grab my shield real quick and let's head out there.
While he's going and grabbing his shield, Brynn would take her flask over to the bar and be like, "How much would this be to fill up?"
Depends on with what.
A gold. It sounds like you need it. So
I slide him a gold.
actually,
and,
no, a silver. Sorry, a silver. You
I was gonna
silver.
say, damn,
Yeah,
better be good stuff.
Silver. Yeah.
I slide him a silver and thank him for his time. And I assume about that time, Glastoc is coming back down with his shield.
Mm-hmm.
And we go, I assume. And Glastoc, would you be talking to Brynn on the way there, or would you wait until we are away from prying eyes and ears?
No, I'd wait until we were outside and then I'd start letting her know everything that happened. So,
Okay.
What happened?
Yeah. go ahead.
so well, yeah, everything was going quite well, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she tells me that, it's not, who it was. It was a paid performer. I believe she was a changeling, hence the reason why I couldn't tell what was going on. And I was kind of caught flat-footed, not exactly sure why this was going and happening. So,
Do you know why it happened now? Like, you've had time to think. Why do you think it happened?
I don't know. It's some sort of distraction, something, she says that, the, she was hired away. My date was hired away for a specific purpose, but if that was the case, you would have thought that she would have just told me, not sent somebody to replace her. Although she did originally, we weren't supposed to meet for a couple of hours later. She said she had a meeting that the note that I got said that she had a meeting scheduled at 6 that got cut short. So perhaps whoever she was dealing with it, earlier had something to do with this. I don't know. Anyway, I tried getting something that we could use to get her sent and maybe have Rocky try to locate her, but that didn't work. So
it could be
speaking,
that
speaking of,
alchemist-
just so you're aware, Rocky does have his invisibility ring now, so he should
Oh,
be able to
good.
hunt much easier.
Good. And he can stay safer than he's
Yeah.
been. What if it's that alchemist son of a bitch that's been after us? He's been sending people trying to incriminate us, trying to kill us, trying to tail us, everything. He probably had something to do with it.
That's a possibility, but who knows at this point? I think we're caught up in something much deeper than.
Well, we've made some enemies, haven't we?
Yeah.
And Brynn kind of is silently regretting her actions earlier in the evening. And also not. But we're on our way to the foot and mouth disease.
Hoof and mouth.
Oh, the hoof and mouth, of course,
Wow.
yes.
Cow foot and mouth.
Yeah. Yeah, Bryn's just kind of patiently listening, and she in her head is very sure that it's probably this alchemist bastard, and that's kind of her working theory, at least right
Right.
now. So
Well, and then after Glastoc, finishes spilling his guts, he'll. So where'd you disappear to this afternoon?
I've just been taking care of some business in town,
Mhm.
little bar hopping, you know
Would
me.
would Glastoc notice that she's not wearing the same clothes?
Uh, that is a very good question. Would you?
Brynn is like a cartoon character in that her outfit is like, you know, the running gag where a cartoon character opens the closet and it's all the same. It's not the same, but it's very, very similar. So I guess you could probably make a perception check. I'll make a deception to see how careful I was, and we'll compete. You wanna?
Well, if it's perception against deception, we know who's going to win this one.
Sorry.
16.
I play a game where I get to choose my stats. You got a 16?
Yeah.
I got a 12. So I don't know. You handle that information however you want to.
He's not going to say anything.
Cool. For all you know, she met up with Tib again.
Yeah, that's why he definitely doesn't want to know.
There you go. There you go. No walks of shame for me. So yeah. Brynn would be walking fast, you would notice, like with a little bit of urgency in her step, because she's worried for Aviro. He wasn't super, because at the time he didn't know, so he wasn't super detailed in his notes. So she's worried for him.
All right. Cool. But it's going to take you a good 15, 20 minutes to get there. Actually, how about an investigation? I need an investigation check or a history check to figure out where this tavern is. And based off the rolls, it like I said, it might take you 15, might take you 20. So
I got an 8.
it's going to take you 20 minutes.
I got a
Maybe
13.
Glastoc knows.
It's going to take you 18 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, well, and we're kind of lost in thought too,
Yeah,
and
you're
talking, and
Yep.
yeah.
Where the hell
Yeah.
is this place?
I just we get like all the way over to that side of town and be like, do you know where we're going?
Excuse me, do you know where the Hoofmouth Tavern is? Oh,
Excuse me.
why do you want to go there?
Awesome.
All right. Wow. Just wow.
What you rolling over there, Jay?
Does a 17 hit Aviro?
Do I get a reaction?
No, you already used it.
Damn. Then yes.
Does a 15 hit you?
Yes.
Okay.
What?
All right.
Nothing.
Aviro's going to be in his very first fist fight, everybody. Welcome to the Emporium.
Okay. All right. And so as you're making your way,
Making my way downtown.
as you're making your way, you eventually find this, the tavern. It's crap. It's not great. It's definitely, one of those like, let's give a description. This new building somehow managed to look run down and decrepit. The sign above the door shows a grossly engraved a satyr with one of its hooves feet jammed in the mouth of an expression of shock and worry on its face. This is one of the Saltmarsh's newest taverns in town, and has sprung with only 5 months and has become a popular place amongst fishermen and sailors to relax. So it's definitely a lot of drinking. There's probably quite a bit of fights that go on here. As you kind of come in, you see a dwarf behind the bar. There's also some barmaids and everyone else. And okay. And what are you doing?
So when we get in, we'll ask, barmaid or bartender, do you have a what's her name?
Mari.
Mari, staying here?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Somebody was mentioning their name. Mari's upstairs. Up the stairs, last door on the right.
Thank you, sir. And head up the stairs.
Go.
Okay. You go up the stairs, last door on the right, and yeah, there's a door there. What do you do?
Knock.
Knock.
I knock. I would knock.
As you're knocking, you hear the creak going. It just kind of creaks open a little bit,
Like it wasn't latched.
as if it wasn't latched.
Do we hear voices or anything inside?
Nope.
Brynn would kind of have her hand on her sword, doesn't have it out, but kind of looks at Glastoc, making sure he's ready for something.
Oh yeah.
And like pushes the door open.
And as the door opens, you see a bed, and it's a small room. It's like one bed type room, a little desk and stuff like that. Looks empty.
Brynn would look confused and be like, I'll be right back. And then she would go over to like the top of the stairs and be like, Oi, you said last room on the right?
Yeah.
Did they
Glass-
check out?
Glastoc's gonna look around the room to see if there's anything.
Give me an
Odd.
investigation check.
Nat 20, baby.
Yes!
Nat
you.
20.
Good for you.
Perfect.
We'll put this one right on the fridge.
We're putting it right in. We're putting it in the thing.
Right on the fridge?
Right on the fridge where all the accomplishments go.
Glastoc, you notice some blood on the floor.
Like a lot of blood.
Nope.
Is it know-it-all snotty blood?
Yes, it's know-it-all snotty blood.
I
And-
was joking.
And
Oh my god.
and there's a little bit of blood on the floor, and a Vero. Actually, as you're looking around, you're kind of looking around, and oh, wrong one. Shoot. I gotta look up something real quick. So as you're looking around, it's clear that there was something. There was a scuffle in here. There was definitely some fight in here, but it wasn't. It was pretty one-sided almost. Somebody.
Vera was involved. Yeah. So,
Jesus! Wow, shots fired. How does that make you feel, Jeff?
It's not
Yeah,
wrong.
it's in character. I don't know.
So as you're kind of looking around the bed, it looks like somebody had been sleeping in the bed or laying in the bed. Definitely. And you see three things.
Mhm.
You see an ink, the ink 3000, the ink pen 3000 of a
Oh, yeah.
The Quill Master
Quill
3000.
Master 3000.
Something must be wrong.
the Quill Master 3000 sitting on a desk or like right on the edge of the bed.
Uh-huh.
The thermal cube that Avero had,
Uh-huh.
and a note.
Grab the note and start looking at it.
At about this time, Brynn, you come back in the room.
I was just gonna say about this time Brent's coming back in. It's like they say it's this room, but nobody's here.
Yeah, it was this room.
And then
don't slip in Avero's blood.
Is that his quill?
Yes.
He's dead. He's dead for sure.
No, he's not dead.
He
What
would
is the-
never leave that behind, Glastoc. You know
No,
that.
I know, but they wouldn't have killed him, and if they did, they would have left him here for us to find. What does the note say, Jay?
It just says, To find them, meet me at the Druid's Island. Your presence is requested.
Is it signed? Is it initialed? Is it?
Nope.
So I hand the note to Brynn and say, all right, we need two things. We need to go back to the Wicked Goat because I need my full set of armor. And I need you to try to call Rocky back.
All right.
Give me an insight check, please. Both of
Both
you.
of us?
Yep.
Insight, huh? 15.
2.
2?
I got a 15.
At the mention of getting Rocky, you realize the note said them.
Yeah, but I'm assuming that meant Aviro and his sister.
That's oh no. That's what I assumed too, but it's probably not. Oh god. Oh no.
And
So,
at that point, you're pretty sure it was the alchemist
Yeah.
and wizard.
Glastoc. I think they have Rocky too. I can feel it in my gut.
Well, if they have Rocky, that means they probably have the box then. Because that's where he was the last time I saw him when I gave him the ring.
They have the
So-
box. They have
Not
Rocky.
necessarily.
They have Aviro.
Oh, it's true. Yeah, because he was talking to Rocky. He's familiar with Rocky already.
And Brynn would crumple the note and just be like, the Druid's Island.
All right, let's go.
Druid's Island it is. And on the way out of the tavern, Brynn would chuck this note in the fire, almost as though it's like a habit.
Mm-hmm.
And on the way out, Brynn would say, we're going to need room service in that last room on the right.
All right. You're kind of like unknowing what's kind of going on.
Sorry for the mess as they head out of the...
Did you grab his quill and thermal cube?
Yes,
100%.
yes.
100%. Priorities. Oh, God. Oh, that's bad.
Jay, you're giving Carrie a heart attack.
Oh,
It's bad. There's just the
I
two of
did
us.
say we're ramping up the intense for each
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
sure did. Oh, boy.
So you make it back to the Wicked Goat, and it's going to take you a little while to kind of get you're quickly grabbing your stuff and things of that nature. Based off of everything that's kind of going on, it's almost 11 o'clock right now. I would say it would actually, because 20 minutes there, at least.
While I'm getting my armor on,
Mhm.
I
can
would
Brynn
and
go
get
up
the
and
box.
check to see if the box is still
Yes.
Yep. I would.
The box is up there.
there? Okay.
It's closed.
I would say safety blanket, make it go a little, and I would bring it back down.
Yep.
And I would wait for Glastoc.
And
like,
what you
down
do
in the
notice,
tavern.
the security protocols are in place. There's arcane symbols around the lock.
Almost like when Rocky is there.
No.
No, in other words,
Oh, when he's
they-
out.
when he's out. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Hmm.
somebody's preventing him from going in.
He's okay. Nice. So I would definitely. Ooh, I got him. I would take the backpack box and I would go back down to the tavern, wait for Glastoc to get all his Tin Man on.
Okay.
Okay.
And 10 minutes. Yeah, we're getting close to 11:40-ish around-ish at this time. On the map, you will see this is the Druid's Island.
So we gotta go all the way around.
You got to go all the way. This is actually a good hour. So we're looking at.
Is there a ferry?
No, there's not, because this is 250 feet above the water line, and the only way you get across is from the upper level up here.
Ain't no dwarf can't scale a mountain.
Yep. So it's getting towards midnight, and the one thing that you realize is as you're leaving the Wicked Goat, it's starting to rain.
Hmm.
So it's not a terrible rain, but it is definitely raining.
You know, them could mean the curio shop lady also,
It
and
could
that would
mean
explain,
anybody.
and that could explain why she wasn't there.
Mhm.
Actually, that's the main reason why it would explain why she's
You
not there.
could stop. It's a little late for the curio shop to be open at this time of night, but you could try to bang on the door and maybe get her.
Does she live there,
She
Glastoc?
lives in the back.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
We could.
Yeah. Let's just real quick, because I just want to try to. I want to narrow down the
Okay.
thems.
Sure.
As you're banging on the door, a good 5 minutes kind of goes by, and eventually a light kind of comes up, and it's Miss Misha. She's kind of looking at you strangely in a kind of a nightgown a little bit, and she's kind of opening up the door. She's like, Mr. Glastoc, what is going down?
I just wanted to make sure you were safe.
Yes, I'm sorry. Is everything okay? You canceled, and
No,
my client came in, so I was going to push
yeah,
it back.
No, it's please, I'm sorry I disturbed you, but the short version is no, I didn't cancel.
Oh,
And our friend is missing and we're trying to locate him.
Tell her someone
So-
impersonated her.
oh,
And there was there was somebody that was impersonating you, and they met me for dinner
What-
earlier at a different restaurant.
what? Oh my, that's outrageous. What? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, is your wizard friend is the one that's missing?
Yes, he
Oh,
is.
um,
We're actually heading towards the Druid's Isle because that's where we were told he is.
Okay.
And if you could do me a favor,
What is that?
if you have any way of getting information to the town guard, constable, however you say
Yes,
it.
yes, I think
Constabulary.
the militia. I can send some word to them. Yes.
Yes. Let them know that Avero's been forcibly taken there against his will.
Okay, I will. I would let them know. Thank you. I'm so sorry. Good luck.
And as Brynn and Glastoc head off into the darkness, he turns back towards her and says, "And I will still plan on having that date with you," and walks away.
I look forward to it. Return.
I'm imagining the scene when she contacts the guard, and the captain of the guard's like, "Is this the same Avil Starborn that we were picking up
Yeah,
for
right.
murder?"
Oh God, his name keeps coming up. Where there's smoke, there's fire. God.
So,
And Bryn would kind of smirk the tiniest smirk at this cute little romantic exchange as we're going out to get our friend who could
Yeah.
be in mortal danger.
mhm.
Yes. And then as
A
we're
small moment of levity.
as we're heading there, Glastoc's he turns to Brynn and he says, I have to let you know something.
Yeah.
So when I gave Rocky his ring, I asked a small favor of him.
Yeah, what?
Well, I wanted him to try to figure out where Ambermead was.
Oh. Did he find him?
Well, I didn't see him after I
Oh.
left for my date, but I asked him if he did find him to bring him back to us.
Ah. Well, you could have Glastoc, you could have just asked me.
Well,
you know, I can
you were gone all afternoon.
yeah, about that. I'm sure Rocky could find him. You know.
Well, I was originally intending to just tell Rocky to kill him.
Oh, that bastard probably deserves it.
Probably, but
Yeah.
I didn't want evidence of a dragon attack happening somewhere within the city, so I thought better to have him brought back to us so that we could deal with him.
Mm-hmm. And Brynn is almost like she's going through in her head right now, like how it's almost lucky, hopefully, that Rocky got caught, presuming he's alive. Um, and she would just say, I don't think we want to go anywhere near Ramba Mead. He's too powerful. I don't think we need to. We have bigger problems.
Well, we have bigger problems now, but I don't like being double crossed.
Neither do I. One thing at a time, Glastoc.
Yeah. Well, right now our priority is Aviro. So
It is. Yes, it is. And Brynn would just keep walking.
It's raining. Like I said, it's you hear the lightning hit crackle as it's getting closer,
mhm.
occasionally from here and there. And as you approach, are you going? You got to go to the upper level of the kind of the nice area of the noblemen's and the founders' manors and everything else up on the second floor, and um. And as you kind of make your way around, there's this long, long bridge. And I'll give you a little description of the bridge as we get a little bit closer. So the bridge, I am a good GM, but I am a bad GM because we are. This is yeah. We're gonna have an early evening tonight. We're gonna have an early evening tonight.
What?
And whose fault is that, Jay?
Because I didn't talk enough. So the interesting thing is that oh wow, that is really long. Okay. So as you get there, the island, it's small and squat stones that kind of basically there's a keep right from when you cross the bridge. As you can see on the other side. So there's a 61 there's a basically a forum. It's a statues. As you kind of pass by, it's a square where the four statues of the four founders of Saltmarsh, a paladin, a rogue, a wizard, and a druid, and the likenesses of the four adventurers who founded are there. And people come and gather and meet. Nobles gather there. It's also a hot spot for the young kids to kind of make out a little bit sometimes. And there's this long, this stone bridge.
Glastoc's taking notes.
That goes over across to the island. And just on the other side of the island, there is a small keep within all the trees and forests that you can see in here. And the stone keep is always been abandoned. It's been abandoned. At one point in the past, there was a small garrison of guards 100 plus years ago. And it basically, they planned on turning the island into a naval base, but because it got scrapped, some druids volunteered to keep the lighthouse, because that's what's one of the things you see is that there's a lighthouse on one of the sides of the island, 65, and it's basically it warns the ships coming in and things of that nature. So, and as you're getting a little bit closer, the wind is picking up and the weather's kind of getting, and you're crossing the stone bridge, and you get a little bit closer. What are you doing once you get to this area? And you're fairly certain, based off of the information that was given, that you can kind of tell that 64, this corner over here, that's kind of where you want to go. There's some stones there, kind of protruding out from the corner and things of the grove and of the island, and they've been there ancient times, and people, you've heard stories about that, they're just basically they've been here before even Saltmarsh. But the woods are here, and there's druids that live on this island. you cross the bridge. What are you wanting to do? It's probably, there's some forest, there's some trails. If you've ever been to an arboretum, it's very, very similar to that, with lots of trees in between the kind of the paths. Is there anything that you're looking at doing?
Brynn has her rapier out.
Mhm.
Like she's not even making any pretense. Like she assumes there's gonna be a freaking fight, and she just has it out.
Okay.
And she's kind of like trying to strategize a little bit with Glastoc, like if anything happens, then da 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 da. And she's just kind of like going on and on about like essentially getting Aviro first, and then Rocky, and then Aviro's sister, like prioritizing the
Right.
hostages here.
Yeah. Glastoc's just looking for anywhere that could possibly be a trap or,
Okay.
people hidden somewhere. Or...
Mhm.
Okay. And as you give me perception checks.
Okay. Ooh,
12.
dirty 20.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
So perceptive,
you're,
yeah.
you're looking around, you're making sure, and yeah, it's eerily quiet. Like I mean, even it's raining, so there's not much. But again, there probably isn't a lot of activity, especially at this night, but there's just something eerily quiet. And you do see some lights coming from this area on the bluff to the right as you kind of come in. That seems like the only lights besides the main beacon. There's just some lights over on that side.
So as we approach this area, is this just like seriously like a shoreline, or is there a building here, or what do we see? Or do we see anything yet?
As you're making your way through the forest in this little entrance, I'm going to describe for you in a second, but I need to share one piece of information. I need to one more thing. There we go.
I don't trust the lilt in your voice.
Yes.
There's a lilt.
So, as you see on the map, as you're making your way, and you get to on this path right here, and the lights are coming from here, what you see is that this particular area, there's two massive obelisks cropping by several stones kind of coming out from the ocean. The Druids of Oak Island, which this is called, find this place as a holy island. Sunrise and sunsets on the bluff are just magnificent. And the interesting thing is, like I said, there's on this particular area of the bluff, there are these stones that protrude out from the area, and it's a 250-foot drop to the sea. So this island is like up high from everything else. So it's like sheer, there's a little bit of a gradual, but it's like cliff faces, like Ireland cliff faces and the cliffs of Moher.
That's yep.
Very much like the cliffs of Moher, but it's an island. And in this, and that's why the bridges, like I said, to the nobles are about 250 feet. So that's why no boats can come in here, because there really isn't any place that's really good. You could probably bring in, there's like a small little stairwell, but it would be very, very challenging over time. But it's one of those things that people climb this to get up. Now the bridge has been made, so that's how people get over. And as you're approaching, we're going to pan the camera. Aviro.
Yes.
You're tied up on your knees. Probably maybe 10 feet from 15 feet from the stones. There is a cleric, the half-elf cleric with her hair has been blonde, that's cut short. Her eye sockets are, like I said, as if she hasn't slept in a while. And she's got that look of like she's looked into the abyss and now she uses it to look. And you recognize her. you've recognized her as the cleric you saved from the mines. And she has her symbol of Serenir cut up, that holy symbol destroyed and damaged on her, and has the next symbol of the purple sheep holy symbol next to it. And she's intently watching you. And then there's a druid that comes up to the alchemist at times and kind of walks around and goes up to the dead body of the druid that's laying there and kind of kicks it and just kind of looks at it. I never liked her anyways. And so there's a dead druid and a dead guardsman that are in there. And there, right next to him, there's the fighter that was there is dragging this metallic box that has like almost glass. It looks like glass, but you could tell from your arcane that it's like force. It's like a wall of force inside this box. And there's like these lights going on that's sparking. And you didn't see it, but you're pretty sure that based off of what the bodies look like, they look like they've been drained of life force. And as you're looking at the lights, it almost looks as like a will-o-wisp is inside this box.
Oh,
Does that box is it like just solid glass? Is there any kind of like
no, there's
lid or
metal. No,
anything?
there's metal and there's some like devices. So it's like a glass box inside like a metal container, and then you can see there's straps around it and the sides. So it's like inset into this other box, and the metal box has got some other things on it and some dials. It looks like it's been crafted. Give me an intelligence check, please, with your proficiency. So roll your intelligence with add your proficiency dice.
So
just roll
in my case, an intelligence save.
Yeah.
Because I'm proficient.
nice.
Dirty 20.
Remember the first night you recall the first night you came into the Wicked Goat. There was someone tinkering with a box.
Oh.
It is this box.
Oh.
Oh.
Huh. Okay.
And you're pretty sure
How big is this box?
What he was tinkering with was like a small section of this large box. And the box is probably a good 3 foot by 3 foot.
Okay.
You know, and it's decent size. And
okay.
And as you're looking at it, it's almost as if the creature inside, most likely a will-o-wisp, absorbed the essence of the two dead people. And you're just kind of taking all this in, and it collected it. And now the fighter's dragging it and kind of carried it and sets it right in front of the stone. And Rocky is on the other side. So you're kind of like on the left side, like front left of the stones and where they are. And there's the ones, and Rocky is on the right side, right next to the stone. And he's trapped, he is contained and restrained in a ball of metal binds. So his entire body is basically bound with these metal bands and around his mouth and everything. And it looks like a magical artifact, but it's been modified.
Okay.
What is it?
Can I make an arcane? Can I get an arcane check to see if I can get a better idea on those binds?
Please do.
Ooh, 23.
Iron binds of the iron binds of Burrell. So basically, it's the same ball that they tried to throw at you. So when the alchemist was about to throw this metal ball at you and missed because your shield went up and it bounced off, It basically, if it hits, it expands and it grabs and it
Clamps around.
cramps, and basically almost like an Iron Maiden type situation.
Okay.
So as they're kind of sitting, and you hear this, should not be long, should it? And he's looking up at the weather too, and he's looking down at this box, and he's just enjoying it.
So
and then at a moment he kind of goes, yes, Avira, what are you gonna do?
No. You if he says
He's
what
like,
is he? What?
He's like,
What?
They're coming. It shouldn't be long now. It's Aviro. Oh, you are awake, Mr. Aviro.
Is my mouth gagged or anything?
It is gagged, yes.
Okay. Okay.
He's like,
Gotcha.
He's like, is there something you'd like to say?
Uh-huh.
Is it a spell?
Uh-huh.
Vero, you fucker. Of course.
And that is why we have gagged you.
Damn it. Honest son of a bitch.
Occasionally that cleric will look away and things of that nature. Is Aviro going to try to? You can try to do a sleight of hand and try to get out of the bonds if you'd like.
All
but
right.
you have an unseen servant, don't you?
Not if I can't.
You can't. You can't.
Not everything's got somatic components, so or verbal components, so I can't.
Yeah.
If my mouth is gagged, I can't.
Yeah.
Jay was asking me like, what happens? You wake up, what do you do? I'm like, I cast unseen servant. Who's gonna untie me? What do you think I'm gonna do? But no.
Yeah.
But no.
The wizard versus wizard tactics. They're pretty much.
So so I'll try a sleight of hand to see if I can.
Yeah. Please give me that sleight of hand.
Dirty 20.
Okay. So at the appropriate moment, you're going to be able to slip out of this.
Okay.
And it's pretty much going to be when they arrive.
Okay.
Because of the distraction and everything else that's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we're picking up, is that as suddenly Glastoc and Brynn, you kind of go around this corner and you see this almost display of ceremony. You see to the right, about 15 feet away from the stone to the right, you see Aviro tied up, gagged on his knees. You see some dead bodies close by, a druid and a city guard. There's a box in front of these stones. The alchemist is standing there, and you see Rocky bound in these metal bands next to the stones on the left-hand side.
That's a good way to piss off Mama Brynn.
Yeah, I am enraged.
And welcome. I'm so glad you can arrive. The timing is most perfect. We can be civilized, can't we?
Define civilized.
Are we going to talk for a few minutes before we resort to violence? Or are we just going to go right into it?
I look at Glastoc almost desperately. Like, Brynn is a hair away from losing her shit. And she knows that the smart thing is to not lose her shit. Talk me off the ledge, Jim!
So just to give you full clarity, there is the alchemist standing by the stone next to the box. There is a druid, female druid, somewhere a little bit towards Rocky. There is a fighter, a big fighter, kind of standing a little bit towards Rocky too. They're being unusual. Actually, Aviro, I need you to make a perception check, please. And then there is a cleric of this person close to Aviro.
Nat 20.
Nat 20, baby!
Is that the first one of the night?
No,
Jim
had one.
I had one.
Second one of the night. Yay!
Ouch. How's that make you feel, Jim?
Yeah, really.
I
She
couldn't
doesn't even
remember if it
remember
was a nat 20 or a dirty 20. I
No, mine
remembered
was
it, but
my investigation check. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
it
nat
was nat
20.
20.
yay.
I'm sharing something with Jeff in the chat. So talk to a little bit more chat.
So
How?
Brynn is just you hear like that like leather creaky sound like because Brynn is just white knuckling her
And Glastoc
person-
doesn't know if it's leather or her teeth.
Yeah.
or both.
How close are we to them at this point?
You're
Jeff?
still probably a good 50 feet away. 55, yeah, I'd say about 55 feet away.
Did they? Okay, so as we're walking up and they started talking to us,
Mhm.
if we kept walking forward, are they gonna? Or did they tell us to stop moving forward?
Not yet. No, they didn't.
Okay.
But as you work that 10, we're gonna get to something in a second.
I'm following Glastoc's lead entirely. Brynn has decided that is the wiser choice in this situation.
And well,
She is
and actually, Glastoc, once I see that Rocky is bound and knowing how Bryn is going to react, Glastoc would turn towards Bryn and kind of give her a look, and kind of like whisper under his breath, just follow my lead and keep your cool.
and Brynn would like put her sword on her back and just like nod and follow Glastoc's lead. All the while, like her fingernails are like digging into her palms, and like it's just she's like biting the inside of her cheeks, and it's just it's hard to keep her cool right now.
And you can see a Vero kneeling and he's looking right at you. And I need both of I need Bryn and Glastoc. Please make me a perception check, please.
God damn you, Jay.
I know. But you're gonna on those times you roll really, really well.
8.
Okay.
18.
All right.
Yay! Thanks, Chum.
The one thing as you're getting closer and it's kind of raining, and it's dark out and everything else, the one thing there's something strange up ahead of you that you notice. The rain is hitting the ground as normal, except for about a 6 to 10 foot round square. It doesn't hit, or excuse me, a 6 foot round, not squared, but 6 foot round sphere, like flat, like
circle.
circle. That's the word.
Gotcha.
So is there, so like if I glance up, do I see something that's blocking the rain?
No, it's the rain is actually as if it was, it instead of hitting the ground, it's just disappearing. It's not hitting. So it's like as if there was how the rain is kind of hitting the ground, but in this area, there's nothing. It just disappears as if it's going into something.
Okay.
Right.
Oh God. Brynn does not notice that probably.
Nope.
She's just following Glastoc.
How far away?
And it's
is
about
that
30
from-
feet in front of you. And that's about, let me phrase that. It's about 20 feet in front of you and about 30 feet in front of the alchemist and the stones and everything else on the road.
Okay.
So, and it's about, like I said, you're about 50 feet. So as you start walking, you notice it at that 50 foot mark, 50, 40.
So if it's 30 feet in front of them, it's 20 feet in front of me.
And you notice it like right at that 15 foot mark, you notice it that it's there.
Okay. I'll stop just in front of where the rain's not falling.
Stop just behind Glastoc.
And in there kind of talking, he was like, yes. Oh, bravo. And you kind of, you can look down if you want.
Mm-hmm.
And when you look down, you see something staring back up at you. It appears to be a golem in armor, about 10 feet tall, or actually about 8 feet tall. And so literally it's just under the hole is about 10 feet and it's just like right there. It's height wise, very large creature. And it's just looking up at you. Oh, bravo. The wizard. He owes me some gold. I bet him that you would see that. And he didn't think you would. Ah. So, I've been polite. I've been patient. I asked. But he just wouldn't listen. So, we're here now. What shall we do? I offered Rocky, you call him Rocky. I call him by his full name. But for your limited, I will call him Rocky for now. Mm-hmm. Rocky said that I explained all the bad things you do, but he called you family. I explained that the evil that you do, the constant, and he saw it. Blinded by that love, he proclaimed that he loved all of you. How a dragon could find. I know dragons love gold, but it's interesting how well you infected his mind. I offered to kill you for him, but he didn't want any of that and threatened me. But I know I could make him see reason. And
he's bound up. He's bound up.
Oh,
is that reason?
Just a small, minor detail that we will rectify soon.
And Brynn is struggling. You would, Glastoc, knowing Brynn as closely as you do, you would almost feel like heat coming off of her.
Oh yeah,
like just
no, I don't doubt that.
And Brynn is just, like clenching her teeth, and it's, yeah.
Well, is there anything any way I can persuade you to leave? Mr. Aviro here would go with you, unharmed, unscathed. Just leave and enjoy your life. No worries, no nothing, no concerns. Is that possible?
Glastoc's gonna turn and look at Brynn and give a wink. And he's gonna start to move around the hole, not saying anything.
Okay.
And Brynn would start to talk, almost like in a just filling the air. And she would say, Rocky comes with us too. He said it first, he's family.
But the choice is made.
And I look around and do I see Aviro's sister around?
No.
Is she?
No. And Aviro,
And
you would have known that was completely, she farsed. The story, the note, everything else was completely fabricated.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So Mari's still hunting.
And like
how
she was, so it was fake.
Yeah, all
like
fake.
She wasn't like in on it.
Nope,
Okay.
No, she was all. It was all fake. It was all set up.
Wow.
And you would have. That would have been the alchemist. What's the word? What is the evil talk about everything when you were awake? Monologue. There he is. He was monologuing to Aviro. He was monologuing to Aviro about how well this was all orchestrated. He explained on how he got someone to impersonate the messages. It was so easy. Your sister's somewhere hunting still. It was so easy to pull all your strings. Yeah.
Seeing that he is enjoying monologuing, Brynn would say, "Why do you want Rocky? What do you want with him?"
Yeah, this dude has yet to explain himself.
Yeah, and as he's monologuing a little bit more on this, he's like, "Why it's a dragon. It's to have a dragon to educate and be a companion and watch him grow and live with him for ages and eons, and being able to influence anyone and anything as a partner like a dragon is too overwhelming. To control
What makes you think
one is even better.
Jay, how close together is everybody? Like,
They're spread out like 10, 15 feet, definitely. But by the time you
Okay.
start getting around the circle, about when you get about halfway, he's like,
okay, so all right, so we have Aviro and Rocky. Are they like
So
apart from each other or close
so
together?
again, so basically what you're looking at is roughly about 30 feet, you're about 35 feet away right now.
Perfect. Okay.
You're about 35 feet away. There is the alchemist standing in front of a stone next to the box. 15
Okay.
feet away and basically at an angle from where the stones are on you is a Vero tied up on his knees next to a cleric.
Okay.
Are my hands like behind my back?
Yes.
Tied behind my back?
Yes, but by
Okay.
this time, you just got them undone.
Okay, but they're behind my
They're
back.
behind your back. And the cleric is
Great.
next to you and she does not see you.
Okay, are my feet tied?
No.
Okay. So we have the alchemist and the
Yep.
fighter.
And there's a fighter that's standing about 15 feet away from in front of the alchemist, kind of down a little bit. And about,
Okay.
like I said, 15 feet from the hole. So he's about 20 feet away from you. And then
Okay.
right next, like 10 feet, I'd say 5 feet away from the alchemist, 10 feet away from the alchemist on one of the stones is Rocky bound up. So he's just literally almost right next to the box and stuff
Okay,
like that.
but-
And then there's a druid
so-
over probably about another 10 feet to the other side.
Okay. So we have the alchemist and then the fighter are within 10 feet of each other.
Yep.
And then the druid's 10 feet the other way
Yep.
from the alchemist.
Mm-hmm. Well, about 15 feet. Yeah. But so yeah. Getting into range is not
Oh, I'm not trying to get into range. I mean, I'm a warrior. I'm not I cast Misty Step, which allows me to move 30 feet as a bonus action.
and
I land.
before you do, that is where we're going to end, and we're going to roll
Oh
initiative.
my god!
We're going to roll
No!
initiative, and that is where
Can
the
we roll?
battle is going to begin.
Wow.
We
Can
might have to go long next time. We might have to have a
You
longer
owe
session
us
next time.
precisely
you're cutting our time.
36 minutes.
Well,
Wow,
we're gonna
Jay.
close off, and then next August 10th, we are going to start off with the battle.
Oh man. Talk
Wow.
about a season finale.
I would say my maneuver is a surprise attack, but I'm not going to say that. Because this is a spell that I just learned and nobody knows that I know it.
True.
Very secret,
Very
very
true.
surprisey.
Very true. What I will say is that, but he's been monologuing and he did stop you. He's like, So there's
Right.
that's, and the
Sees.
kind of, what I will say is you get advantage on your initiative. You will remind me, you will get an advantage on your initiative roll when we first roll that next in 2 weeks on August 10th. We will be back. Thank you everyone for joining us. It is a short night, but we want to make sure that everyone's feeling well. We've got a good stopping point for our season finale in 2 weeks. Let's go around and please, where can we find you? Who are you? And all that other good stuff. And we're going to go in reverse order. So Carrie, thank you so much for this evening. And how
Oh my
are you
gosh.
doing?
I am great. That was quite the night of twists and turns,
Yeah,
guys. Holy
yeah.
cow. That was awesome. I'm Carrie. You can find me on Mini Terrain Domain on Monday nights, where we play Scribes and Scrolls, the Candlekeep Mysteries. Always a great time. You can find me on certain select Thursday nights where I play on another channel called Dice Tales Live. That's super fun. And of course, you can find me here on the Emporium. Guys, I'm so excited for 2 weeks. I wish it wasn't 2 weeks away.
Yeah, seriously.
So fun. So fun. Great job, all Jay, especially you.
Yeah.
Kudos, man.
Yeah,
Kudos.
yeah.
That was some 3D chess, dude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Right.
being here. And we will see the fun and share a whole bunch of other stuff. Jeff.
I'm Jeff.
And
Yep.
that's what we got.
Jeff.
Yep.
I got no other games, although I was in a stream game on Sunday in Jay's Shadowport Adventures.
Yes.
But there
Which
are
was-
no more of those, so I got none to plug.
Check out the VODs.
Check out the VODs. There will be some more in the future. There's probably, who knows,
Doesn't mean I can make it.
well, like I said, depending on the situation, there might be some new games coming up. So we'll see. Thank you, Jeff. Jim, how are you doing?
I'm okay. A little pissed off at this point, but I'll be fine.
Is Glastoc pissed off or is Jim pissed off?
He's all pent up.
Both.
You got it. You got him all aroused, and now there's just no payoff.
It's brutal. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. No. All right. So I'm Jim Hawkmere1 on Twitter. No, this was great, Jay. It's actually a good stopping point. So I agree. So you can find me here on Wednesday nights, and coming up in the future, I will be in a new Shadowport Adventures game here on the Emporium
Yay.
Gamer, playing a gunslinging Jawa named Clicky. Yeah, he's an interesting character.
Yeah,
So
very much. Oh, it's good. We've had some session zeros. We've had some the beginning interviews, and at the end of August will be episode 1. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
Yep.
Thank you, Jim. Hi everyone. I'm Jay, also known as Neofit3 in the socials. You can catch me here Wednesdays. We're going to be doing this after our season finale. We will look at having another campaign cast casual chat. We're going to get everyone and we're going to talk about the season 1. We're going to talk about, the cliffhangers. Who knows, a lot of stuff that we're going to be talking about. We're going to see where Jeff can jump in when his schedule is a possibility, but I know it's going to be very difficult for that because of some school. So we'll figure something out. Maybe we'll tape
How
some.
dare you make the choices in the best interest of your life path?
I know.
Crazy
really.
talk.
Selfish bastard.
We might just need to tape something, Jeff and I, and then just share it on the on a Wednesday beforehand. Everyone just kind of have that casual chat, but we'll figure that out. We got a lot of good stuff coming up. Shadowport Adventures we're looking at the end. We're doing a whole bunch of stuff. The channel is growing. We're going to get a Patreon. We're getting character art done. We're getting ship art. We've got a whole bunch of stuff. Patreon for the channel will be
We're at 98 subscribers.
98 subscribers or followers right now. We're looking for
Followers, that's the
100 followers before we get to the end of the year. So please feel free to follow us if you like what we're doing. We're going to share some more information about Shadowport. And then we also have coming this fall, we have Champions of Eclipsia coming to the channel. They're going to be joining us, and we're figuring out what day. Kurt, our wonderful friend, is bringing that game to the Emporium here, and we're going to have some more. And we've got some more games that we're looking at, potentially 1 or 2 more games that we're going to be running on the channel as well. So there's lots of activity here. We're hoping to expand. We've got some great people coming in involved. So thank you so much. And with that, one of the things I wanted to double check and make sure that if you go in chat, you will see that Talon and Claw is a favorite friend of ours, a good friend of the channel. They are wonderful, wonderful people. And they have been kind enough to say, you know what? If you go to their Etsy page and buy something, and when you check out, use Dragon Daddy as the coupon, you will get 10% off on your purchase. Remember, Dragon Daddy, because it's Saltmarsh Legends. That's where it comes from. Other things we've got is I'll be at Gen Con. So I will be in a week and a half. I'll be at Gen Con. I am running games for a company, for the one of Edge Company or Edge Studios. So I get to run some Star Wars and some other games there while I'm there. So I'm working. So it's a fun, but I am also hoping to, I've got some private games and hopefully find some more private and meet all the streamers in person and give hugs. So if you see me, say hi, say Jay, Neofet, please reach out. I got nothing else that I can think of. Oh, wait a minute. There is one thing, because I always forget the post-credit scene. So as we post-credit scene for tonight's,
I love post-credit scene.
the light at the end of the tunnel, which was tonight's episode name.
I'm so glad you did not tell us that beforehand. That would have made me so nervous.
The wicked goat owner is behind the bar as the camera opens up. And one of the other bartenders kind of comes up to him and says, in a kind of a almost scared, but kind of not too scared, but kind of a nervousness posture and voice, is like, it's getting close, isn't it? I didn't believe it, but it's all there. And the wicked goat owner, is like, yeah, the book, it's all there. It appears it's almost time. I hope it was worth it. I still can't believe it's true. We'll be ready. We committed, we will be ready, as the book is said. And he closes the blue book and puts it and carries it down to the storeroom, where he keeps it into it opens up a locked chest and places it in and closes it. This is the same locked chest area with the crates from the secret kind of the storage cap, and there's tarps over something in the back area of this storage room.
Isn't this right by that stone hammer or whatever it was?
It's the stone hammer is now been covered with and that is where we're going to leave the post.
Oh, I love the post-credit scene.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that was good.
So, who are we gonna raid tonight? We gotta raid someone.
Raid.
Let's see who's on. We got
Uh,
Dr. Faust. We got the amphitheater.
We could definitely do the amphitheater. There's Noir, but amphitheater. Duval. Free Forge.
Amphitheater. We did Free Forge last time.
Okay, yeah, amphitheater. I'm good with that.
Okay.
All right, we will raid that.
Only because I just watched the end of the last time. VOD. I just have to remember that.
Duval is there, so we will raid Duval and we will say hi. So again, friends, thank you so much. Oh, last thing, next week, or excuse me, in 2 weeks at the season 1 finale, we will have a giveaway. Most likely, we will confirm it. Most 99%, it will be a nice, beautiful dice vault from Talon and Claw, decorated with some other stuff that we will be giving away. And I will figure out how to do a giveaway.
Yeah, if plans go, I will actually have it in hand, since I will be at the Talon and Claw headquarters.
Talon and Claw headquarters.
Yes.
TNC HQ.
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah. So the plan is it is a Wenge vault, black, with Dragon Daddy engraved on the top, but then filled with crushed turquoise.
Ooh.
And we're going to determine if only followers can be a part of this that are watching, or who. So we're going to make sure that you have to be watching, you have to be present, you have to be, like I said, we want to make sure that it's just not going to anyone, but someone who really truly appreciates our channel. So, so we will be sending